Approximately 400 million workers in India are at risk of falling into poverty due to the pandemic, according to the International Labour Organization (ILO). A large number of educated people are becoming unemployed in India due to the pandemic, reversing the gains made over the last 2 decades. The pandemic has forced millions of youth who shifted to cities to earn a living to go back to rural areas without any job prospects. State and local governments are expected to face budget shortfalls due to rising healthcare costs and widespread unemployment rates due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Governments may soon be forced to consider cutting spending allocations in other areas, such as education. Macroeconomic influencers share their views on the COVID-19 impact. Nearly 110,000 small businesses closed permanently in the U.S. due to COVID-19 according to a new Harvard study. Unemployment benefits and direct payments key to protect millions from poverty in the U.S., according to leading macroeconomic influencers. The forecast made by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development on the decline on foreign direct investment by 40% in 2020. The projections are based on UNCTAD's new report World Investment Report 2020. Dominic, head of economic analysis at BBVA Research, shared an article on how a surge in COVID-19 cases may lead to a double-dip recession in the U.S. Claudia Sahm, an economist, shared statistics related to unemployment rates in the U.S. The data shows that permanent jobs losses are rising despite 4.8 million furloughed workers being brought back to work, according to the latest job report from the U.S. Labor Department. Miles Corrick, professor of economics at the Graduate Center, shared statistics the COVID-19 pandemic is leading to a collapse in economic activity and increasing unemployment rates, which is expected to reach 12% globally and 10% for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries by the end of 2020. A recession is an economic downturn that occurs over a period of time where unemployment rises, and trade and industrial activity decline. A depression is a widespread increase in unemployment and a pause in economic activity across a region, and it can even spread globally. This includes a decrease in construction, world trade, and capital movements affecting the business cycle for 3 or more straight years. For instance, the Great Depression lasted almost a decade with ongoing negative growth across the globe. During that time, many families were unemployed for years on end. A financial collapse may end sooner and the economy may recover fast, so you don't want to give up entirely on the system. In the event of economic collapse, money and financial records will be in high demand, and identity theft will run rampant. Learn how to protect yourself now to avoid these problems in the future. Have a plan B. Something somewhere is almost always bound to go wrong, so also prepare a plan B. If you or a family member have some type of medical condition, first aid and medical kit are one of the topmost essentials. The cost of medicines and medical supplies could skyrocket in an economic collapse. Keep a first aid manual with your first aid kit. Include dressings and bandages, have medicines for cuts and injuries, such as antiseptic solution like hydrogen peroxide, antibiotic ointment. Self-defense tools such as baseball bats or keys. Mace and pepper spray can be sprayed into an attacker's face to give you time to get away. Sonic alarms create a loud noise to let others know that you are in trouble. In order to prepare for economic collapse, make sure everyone in your family is aware of the situation. In addition to your regular job, make sure you have skills that you'd need in a traditional economy, such as farming, cooking, or repair. Store long-storing food items like powdered milk, sugar, salt, and grains or seeds. If you lose your job because of an economic collapse, start a home business as a second source of income. Make copies of all important documents, such as proof of address, deed, lease to home, passports, birth certificates and insurance policies. Have a list of family and emergency contact numbers.